Hey everyone, I'm Creature Hunt Guy here, coming to you again with another Godzilla figure review. And today we are taking a look at Bandai Creation Burning Godzilla. Burning Godzilla. Melting Godzilla is the one that's all orange. This is Burning Godzilla, because he's just kind of orange. Anyway, let's say we take a look at him, eh? So, of course, it doesn't come with a tag, so we'll just skip over that part. And as I'm sure you all know by now, that the American figures are never always up to snuff with the Bandai ones as far as detail and everything like that goes. It just seems that they just, churn them out, at the factory. Just take this thing, splat paint on it, and send it out in a little cheap box. But I gotta say, some of them have been fairly okay. The last one, Godzilla 2005, has nothing on this guy because this guy is great. I want to take a look at and show you this guy's detail. I mean, look at this detail. I mean, okay, so you got his face here, right? I mean, that's an excellent face. It totally captures the burning Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Destroyer, which is where this one was from. You also have this perfect, little lines of orange here and there, and they're not just splattered on either. I mean, there's an actual formula to them. They're just very well done. I mean, look at that. And look at the claws here, too. You can even, if you can just kind of, the little paint scuffs there is my fault, not theirs. But you can even see a little bit of orange tint on his claws. I mean, come on, guys. How cool is that? A little bit of darkness here on his claws as if they're about to just pop off because they're so hot. The one gripe I do have about this guy, though, is the tail, which, you see the orange spines here, and they just kind of turn black down here. But, otherwise, this is excellently done. I can't believe this. And, oh boy, what is that I see? Orange eyes! They actually painted the eyes! Talking about because you're around the corner. Go Bandai Creation, go! So anyway, back to reality here. So yeah, as you can see, the detail is actually pretty darn good on this thing. So let's take a look here at the spine, at the paint job. You see the spines here, and it's not showing up too well in this light, but it's actually not such a pale orange as this may be showing up on the screen, but it's actually a very deep, fiery orange, and it really looks just awesome on this guy. You see these charred black spines here as well, and that's just real cool. And you got on here, on the chest, you got yellow tinting kind of in the middle, and then as it goes out, the extremities become sort of darker orange. Same goes for the shoulders and anywhere that's majorly, on fire. Like I said, though, the stupid spines are not painted. At least, they didn't even try. They did not even attempt to paint these. It's just plain old black. What is this, Bandai? What is this? Come on. This is important now. It's weird how they can pay attention to little tiny things like this, like these little tiny claws, which, don't get me wrong, is actually quite awesome. But then they just leave this entire extreme, huge, long, stupid tail completely black. If you're going to have a big, huge tail on this thing, at least make it look a bit appealing, just so it would make it a little bit worth it. But anyway, that's my only gripe, pretty much. Now let's take a look at our articulation. As we zoom out here, so, articulation-wise, you got the tail moving, which moves a little, just kind of back and forth. You got the arms, which in classic Godzilla 2000, what am I trying to say? I don't know. Anyway, it moves in and out, and that's real cool. Also, his head moves, which is also very neat, and his legs move. So articulation is definitely a plus. I've noticed something on these American figures is that they tend to be pretty well articulated. It's like they think American kids just want to play with their figures and Japanese kids just want to look at them. I don't get it, but anyway, so yeah, it's pretty well articulated. Definitely a plus there. So there's a plus on the articulation, a plus on the detail. So basically all that's left is size comparison. And I don't have a destroyer right here, which I'll hopefully be getting to soon later. But for right now, I'll just compare him to Godzilla 05 here. And you can see that he's a bit bigger. But yeah, he's just a little shorter, that's all. So yeah, he's actually a nice, fairly good figure, and he is extremely long. Let's just compare him here to the Japanese King Ghidorah 91, and you see he matches up pretty well actually with that. He doesn't quite, peer over the top Ghidorah's head, so that's pretty good. And he's also, surprisingly, almost as longer actually than Ghidorah here. You can tell by their tails. So overall, a very good figure. Definitely recommend it. The downside is you can't really find him anymore. This was part of the first wave of Bandai creation figures, and since has not been re-released as some of the others have. So it may be kind of difficult to get your hands on this guy. You can still look for him on Amazon because he's fairly new, and also on eBay. But the thing is, they're a bit expensive for some reason. And I really do think of the first initial 4 that came out, I think this is one of the best. So definitely this is going to be a hot item to find, and if you can, definitely get him, because otherwise there's only the Movie Monster Series Movie Monster Series Godzilla, Burning Godzilla, and that's extremely expensive, and then of course the standard Burning Godzilla, and that's extremely expensive. So if you want a Burning Godzilla and you want a good one that doesn't cost like 50 bucks, get this one, but I don't guarantee the 50 bucks part. I don't know. I haven't checked it recently, but anyway, I'm rambling. Yes, I am. So until next time, I'm Creature Hunt Guy. This is Burning Godzilla. I'll see you next time. Keep your stick on the ice. No, I'm not gonna do that. Bad catchphrase.